been living a lifetime of...
Paul McCartney has spoken the truth he kept hidden for decades, shortly after Ozzy Osbourne died.
Ozzy Osbourne, the heavy metal star known as the Prince of Darkness, really the godfather of heavy metal, Black Sabbath frontman, has died.
A top-secret handwritten letter sent directly to the Osbourne family at a private funeral. What he wrote stunned even the Osbourne family. For the first time, McCartney acknowledged the previously undisclosed relationship, and the statement took Ozzy's legacy into a whole new light. Everything was clear now. Paul McCartney sent a letter of condolence to the Osbourne family shortly after learning of Ozzy's death. It was delivered to Sharon Osbourne by McCartney's representative with a specific request that the contents be published only once at the funeral. According to the Osbourne family, the letter was read verbatim by Kelly Osbourne at the memorial service in Birmingham. In the letter, McCartney wrote, "He was the voice of darkness, but had a heart of light. I never felt brave enough to say this, but Ozzy overcame all the prejudices I had carried for many years." The letter highlights a personal connection between the two artists that has never been made public. McCartney admitted that as a young man, he avoided those who pursued musical pursuits that were in opposition to his own. "I used to think that the distance between us was too great to have a frank conversation," he wrote. But in music, the only thing that exists is respect. The use of the word avoidance clearly reflects the existence of a mental boundary, not of conflict, but of a distance in artistic formation. McCartney does not mention any differences in style, but focuses on the core value a person's attitude toward his art and life. 3 days earlier, Sharon Osbourne had sent McCartney a personal handwritten letter informing him of Ozzy's worsening condition and asking him to write a few words. McCartney did not respond immediately, but according to the funeral's logistics manager, he wrote the letter the same night he received the news. Not using a typewriter or a publicist, McCartney chose to write directly and sign his name by hand. The closing line read, "His music was not like mine, but what I felt from him was always real. If I ever owed anyone an acknowledgement, it was to Ozzy Osbourne." Along with the letter, McCartney also included a copy of In My Life, one of the Beatles' most iconic songs.
All these places have their moments.
It was a song that Ozzy had recorded for a solo project, and which he often referred to as the only song that ever made me stop and be silent. McCartney's choice of this song and the inclusion of his original score in the wreath showed his keen awareness of the two-way influence between them, not just from the Beatles to Osbourne, but vice versa. It was confirmed years ago that McCartney had turned down an offer from Ozzy to collaborate on a vocal collaboration. Nonetheless, in a letter, McCartney explained, "I wasn't ready when he asked, and I wasn't mature enough to understand that music doesn't have to be compatible to resonate." This statement isn't meant to be an explanation or an apology, but rather represents an internal change in his own perception. It's a kind of admission, one that comes from maturity, not from public pressure or social reaction. After the funeral, a copy of the letter was placed in the Osbourne family files with McCartney's original signature at the bottom. There is no indication that he will release it through his personal media channels.